The Kaiju are here, and we've got our first look at the Kaiju Godzilla set. So UVS have started dropping information, and we've got the design teaser. This is where we get a bit of a prelude towards a reveal season, and we get a look at what we can expect to see in the set. And it looks like we're seeing in here several iconic Kaiju from the Godzilla universe, 3 brand new PvE encounters to take on with our friends and allies, new cards for all 12 symbols, which is something that hasn't been done since Girl Power, which is an absolute win. Of course, the Infinity symbol on top of that, and a brand new token type. But let's put a pin in that because there are a few caveats to this, because this isn't a token unlike Roman Cancel. So let's take a look at some of the card text we can expect to see in Reign of Kaiju. We have this card gets -1 difficulty for each Infinity symbol card in your stage. And from this, there's no caveat. So you can get a card for free if you're playing Infinity. And because Infinity is this great equalizer, it's something that everyone has access to. This is a very powerful card. Moments for Normalcy being a very powerful card, but also playing into a combination play with a brand new card that gets cheaper. Absolutely love this. While this card is in your stage, all attacks get +1 damage. We've seen this before with cards in the card pool, but this kind of static ability is kind of a Genghis Frog light. But if this is on a foundation, this might allow you to kind of pop off and stack them. You may be able to have 4 of these down and go, oh, cool, I've got 4 of these foundations down. I get +4 to all my attacks. That is huge. The one that a lot of people on Discord are excited for. Remove 1 copy of a card in your hand. Name a card. Search your deck for up to 3 copies of that card. Reveal them and add them to your hand. This is going to be great for Fillet Fling. If it shares symbol with Fillet Fling, you're going to be able to pick it up and go, cool, the Bridget combo just got a lot simpler. Now, to me, I doubt that they're going to allow any kind of pseudo infinite combos to be able to pop off from this. But if it shares a symbol Water Dog, this is going to get nuts. We've got a year of standard left with some of the most powerful cards from 2024, and a card like this could absolutely pop off and cause some real issues offensively and defensively. We have a response. Spend 1 momentum after you block this card, ready your character. This is going to be very cool for some characters that care about when they block. If this shares symbols will say Donatello, this is going to allow him to ready up, and it's going to allow him to then commit and build in an asset that he blocked with. Absolutely solid. It's going to allow you to ready up other characters that have been committed via the block. I think this is absolutely cool and a very powerful way to interact with your opponent. Going, I committed my character to do something. I now get to block you, spend this momentum, which could be a Roman cancel, and now I get to do it again. Very cool responsibility we've got here with response. After you play a keyword ability, draw a card. And the final one is Blitz. Mill 2. Remove 1 card from your discard pile. This attack gets +X speed. X equals the printed difficulty of the removed card. To me, that says we're seeing some high difficulty attacks. This could be very cool with Attack on Titan, but from a sealed pre-release aspect, if we see a 7, 8, 9, 10 difficulty Kaiju attack, a blitz like this could get some ridiculous amount of speed and be able to close out sealed games. I am very excited to see what we're going to get from this, but to me, this kind of soft confirms big difficulty attacks are in this set. Now, we put a pin in it, and so did the article. Let's get back to the power token. This is a generic token. This is the first time we've had a generic token. Guilty Gear was tied in with Tension and was an IP thematic token. This is the power token. You will create these using abilities throughout Reign of Kaiju, and they sit in your stage. They do not disappear at the start of your turn like Tension. They stay in your stage until you need to use them. However, they are not assets. They are not backups. They are not foundations. You cannot commit these to pass checks. This is a power token and is a nice little buff to the Reiner finale, who can not only commit these to response to commit or flip a rival foundation, but you also get to count that as a new card type for the transformation. This is an absolutely solid and beautifully looking card. Kind of, again, confirming we're adapting some, at least, from the illustrations of the comics, and an absolute beaut. Now we've got some abilities that will integrate around power tokens. Blitz, commit 2 power tokens, seal 1 rival foundation for each power token commit this way. This attack is -1 difficulty for each power token in your stage to a max of -4. Enhanced, sacrifice 1 power token, raid 2 foundations with printed difficulty 2 or less. Enhanced, sacrifice 2 power tokens. The next card you play ignores progressive difficulty. This is an absolutely beast of a token. I was very worried upon immediately reading this article that because it was in your stage, it had to count as one of the other card types, similar to how when Roman Cancel went to your momentum, it counted as momentum. This is not a foundation. This is not a backup. This is not an asset. This is very cool because it means you don't get to abuse the aspects like this. There's not much deadlock out there. Being able to just generate free token foundations would be very unhealthy to the game. I think this is a great step towards having a brand new card type. However, I'm waiting to see how it's done in implementation. It's very easy to get hyped here, and I don't want to get lost in the hype, but I'm very excited. Radio Kaiju drops March 13th. If you want to get me a present, my birthday is March 12th, and I'm open to Radio Kaiju. Pre-releases start on March 5th, and they'll be if you go into Worlds in Grapevine, Texas, at the end of February, you'll have access to Godzilla even sooner. It's a early pre-release. You can get these cards sooner, and trust me, from someone who got to play with Critical Role at Worlds last year, it is an amazing feeling to get to see these cards early and get to play with them and access these alt-arts and amazing cards before anybody else. Character reveals start tomorrow with content creators. Do make sure you check the list of content creators to see if there's any familiar faces. But I just want to say, I was right. I put a theory out without saying that going from the challenges of Godzilla, we would have 12 symbol support, and we did. I'm very excited to see if any of my other theories are correct around there, but the 12 symbols, I called it. If we get kaiju attacks, I'm so hyped for this. Godzilla is going. We've hit 2026 with the ground running with King of Fighters. Everyone is hyped for King of Fighters. The 3v3 format has been a big success. I'm very excited to see if the PvE and the Reign of Kaiju can keep this going. Let me know, what are you hyped for? How do you feel about tokens? I literally just dropped a video a couple of weeks ago talking about if Universus was ready for more tokens, and immediately Universus God, we're going to show you that we are by dropping the power token literally a few days later. You cannot make this up. That is absolutely insane that I put a theory down and the next set immediately has them. I think this is very cool, and of course, I'm very excited to see where tokens go and where these kaijus are going to go and how powerful. We've already had another article drop. Go check that out. We're talking about beams and armor and wings and all these cool new ways to do attacks. But I'm very excited to see this. From the sound of the sets, it looks like we're going to be seeing some funky ways to interact with the infinity symbol, cards for hands, tutoring. It looks like this set has been designed to have a big impact on the meta, and whether it does or doesn't is down to us as players. I will see you at game night. For theories, news, no more. Win, lose, or draw. Stick with UK Versus. Bye.